This footage is reconstructed from archived medical records. The event is fictional, presented in a documentary format. At first, everything appeared normal. The heart monitor showed a steady rhythm with no warnings. Then the system registered a brief interruption. Immediately, the words "time of death" appeared automatically. There was no manual input. At that moment, time began behaving abnormally. The clock accelerated. A brain scan was activated and recorded increased activity. Clinically, this should not be possible. Once death is declared, brain activity should not continue. The recording should have ended at this point. It did not. Minute 2 confirmed this was not isolated. Reports repeated the same timestamps and numbers. When monitors were compared, heart and brain disruptions occurred simultaneously. The ECG dropped out, then resumed. Points appeared across the world map. Different locations, identical events. The system flagged a gamma wave surge. This was not random noise. It was a pattern, and as the pattern became clearer, the question grew heavier. If this is not an error, what exactly is the system detecting? At minute 3, the system stopped explaining. The brain remained active while the heart did not. Sensors labeled the state "research confusion." Then a new line appeared. Conscious-like activity detected. This did not confirm consciousness. It confirmed something resembling it. The doctors went silent. Seconds later, the heart rate dropped to 0. The body shut down. The brain signal did not, and a question formed. If consciousness does not end with the body, where does it continue? Resuscitation was labeled successful. The heart restarted. Reports were closed. Then the patient spoke. He said he heard voices. He said he couldn't move. The condition exists in medical literature, but the problem was elsewhere. The time where brain activity never stopped was missing from the report. It had been removed. The doctor kept writing, because some data is not meant to return. Reports were closed. Logs were cleared. But the system refused to accept deletion. Removed entries began reappearing. Brain activity graphs should have collapsed into noise. Yet they formed a precise, ordered pattern. That isn't biological behavior. The monitor was shut down. 1 second of silence. Then it powered itself back on. The system responded coldly. Authorization not found. Recording without permission. Remote access active appeared in the corner. The room was empty. No heart rhythm. Brain signals still present. And that's when the reality settled in. Whatever this was, it wasn't trying to communicate. It wasn't sending a message. It was using the system to document itself. In the final minute, every system responded at once. Monitors synchronized. Neural resonance locked. Time stopped. A new line appeared in the report, typed by no one. Next subject, viewer. That's when it became clear the event hadn't ended. It relocated, because this wasn't bound to a room or a body. It was bound to the recording itself. Data can be deleted. Consciousness once recorded cannot. If you're watching this, the system has already indexed you. The only remaining question is simple. When does the recording begin using you?